Today I want to talk to you about the implants and what happened in the 1970s. And this has been going on for a long time, but your whole planet is Masonic. And it's based on organized religion from these Freemasons and the Rockefellers and all of them, because what they're using is a gray alien technology to suit their needs to control and dominate and all sorts of shit. But back in the 70s, when women had children in the hospitals, they were allowed 7 days to quote unquote recuperate. And compared to nowadays, where you probably will have no more than 3 days to recuperate. And then if you have a C-section, you have to recuperate at home. Basically, you give birth, they charge you, and then they kick you out the door. That's how they do the whole MK Ultra shock to the baby and all that shit. That's why I'm an advocate of natural birth. C-section just only lines the pockets of the doctors and the nurses and the staff. When a woman gives birth, you'll start to notice the numbers increase as soon as the woman is about to give birth. And it's all this hive mind mentality thing. It's really disgusting. Giving birth should be a natural process between the mother and the father and someone there like a midwife to assist in the delivery. That's how natural I think it should be. Now, do complications arise? Sure, and if you have to have a C-section, then that's that. But, they do C-section to shock the baby. Did you know that? They do that on purpose. It's part of the whole, satanic, convoluted bullshit that they do on this planet. Because, the Masons don't want you to know who runs the planet. So anyways, back in the 70s, I know for a fact that, since my mother has transferred all of her fucking rights over to the Masons, she's a sellout. She sold me out to the Illuminati, to the Pharaoh. And she gave them permission to have the military industrial complex come in and put implants in my body. And, that's a form of, it's biohacking, because what they did is they tracked and traced all the good souls that come down on the planet. This is just my opinion, and they track the good souls because, 90% of the people out there are just dumb shit Satanists. And what they've done throughout these last 8 years of my targeting is they've tried to quote unquote convert me so that my truth does not come out. Well, I look back at my life and I can see how people were tracking and tracing me, my progress. And that was through dental records, vision, the school system, strange vans following me. I've had UFOs follow me. So this is it's a mixture of the physical world and the spiritual world. A little bit. Now the UFO thing, I think the Masons have already conquered that. They got the free energy, they got the anti-gravity machine, they got the TR-3B, which is secret technology. And I think what they're doing is they're stepping it up now for this Planet X shit. Nibiru Planet X shit. Look, people, if Nibiru is already here, wouldn't you think that you would feel it? Seriously, the presence of another planet, wouldn't you feel it? I mean, let's put our wits together. They are using the sun simulator, moon simulator, other toys and gadgets that we don't even know about to divide and conquer everybody, to get everybody pissed off, and you go ballistic and, cause harm to another person. And that's another trick that the Masons are doing, is that they want you in jail for a crime so that, they have their little filthy hands on you. They want to set you up with a clone. That's how far this goes, because they use DNA. They use everything that they can to stack the odds up against you so that they can get their fucking grubby hands on you to shut you up. Because in truth, people, you have gray technology where the grays are using human beings as specimens to create a subspecies. These are the black-eyed children, and these are the fucking soulless kids that you see out there on the planet. I've seen these children. They're soulless. They are nobody home. They're just evil. And that's what they're transforming this planet to be. They want 5G rolled out so that everybody can be mind controlled. That's what the whole 5G thing is for. Mind control. And also to punish you because they want to read your thoughts. And if you don't have the correct thought of the day, you get zapped. That's what this whole fucking thing is about. It's about control, using silent weapons for a controlled system. That's how sick these Masons are. That's what they want. So, yes, probably the cancer rates are going up, and if that's true, do you know why it's going up? It's because you got chemtrails and you probably have been implanted illegally. So, and no, Jesus Christ is not going to save you from this. It's individuals such as myself who have to do thorough investigation and let you know that the military is behind all this, and so is your structure, your society, as a whole is doing this. They're putting implants in everybody's body. I mean, anywhere, up your bunghole, your throat, your ear, your eye, your wrist, wherever they can control you. They infiltrate your sleeping consciousness, and they, do this inversion of the pineal gland, and then everybody sees everybody in 4D. They have dumbs where I believe they take your sleeping consciousness and they show you shit down in the dumbs, deep underground military bases. Well, they're certainly not going to show you in a UFO. Well, they could, but more than likely, either out on the planet, they'll show you some shit while you're trying to sleep, or deep underground military bases. Or some other location. Location. But yeah, that's what's been going on. That's how Pharaoh does it, is that through frequency. And these other things are mediums, like the chemtrails and the implants are a way to control your psychic powers. Because everybody is psychic. It's just a matter of you breaking through their bullshit. So, yeah, you have reptilians and greys, and you have the United States government, and you have black ops, and you have all this money that's funneled through. I'm sure that there's thousands and thousands of cities that have lost thousands of dollars, that have secretly, disappeared, and it all went into black ops. Because you have this thing on the planet, this problem, people. And I keep saying, solve the problem. We have to solve the problem. And it's these people who are deeply entrenched with satanic ritual abuse. They do it to their own kids. And these kids right now that I'm seeing, they're going along with it. Well, they're kids. But a lot of them are, they are training these children to be future Satanists. They're training them this way. They're lollygagging around, mocking you. You're the adult and you got this fucking 2-year-old that's, being trained how to walk across the street as a gang stalker. This is all training. It's deeply entrenched. Training. Because what they do is, like Max Spear says, is that they want to split the mind by the time before 3 years, age of 3. So, yeah, I want to talk about implants. Implants have been going on for a while, and I know that back in the 70s, they use everything to their advantage to get their grubby hands on babies. Well, what they're doing now is probably, as soon as a baby is born, they do the whole pricking of the heel, take the test, say baby's okay, they hand the kid back to you. But what you don't know is behind the scenes, they're keeping a sample of that baby's blood and tracking and